today to support the kids' education, the grandkids, children all over the state, you know, to let them know that we are here for them, that they should stay in school and get their education, because education is the most important thing.
What we're working on is what is the alternative? And the alternative is a stronger sense of professional capacity, where we need superintendents and others to lead it. We need people like the Alliance to lead it, and we also need union leaders.
We know that there are different things that excite us and sort of turn on the lamp of learning, if I use that phrase. For me, it was the art room. For my associate, it was music. Sometimes it's the football field, sometimes it's the basketball court. The beauty of reading. I can remember the librarian showing me my first favorite book, Pippi Longstockings. It's when I finally figured out that reading could be a pleasure. And to see people, children, not have the full opportunity that they're entitled to, that makes me angry, and that's really why I come today, because I want them to have a full, rich beauty of education and become all that they can be.
My son is a 4th grade. I have a daughter coming into the school system next year, and I am afraid that they are not getting the kind of education that encourages critical thinking, flexibility, artistic, inclinations that really address the whole child.
If you truly want a good education, it's not going to be handed to you. You have to work for it. You got to be willing to walk the distance and be ready to fight. Not physically fight, but fight from an administrative point of view, understanding the law, the rules and regulations that govern the state of New York, and if necessary, to change the laws. And that's why I'm a legislator in the City Council of New York, fighting for change, fighting to ensure that all of you do not receive a sound basic education, not an adequate education, but an excellent education. Thank you very much.
I think the one thing that needs to change right away is the outdated textbooks that the children are learning from in these schools. They need updated information. The resources need to change.
When my brothers ask me questions, I like to answer them. They ask me 5th grade questions, and half of the questions they ask me I haven't learned. And I wonder why haven't I learned them yet.
When we try to sustain a system, you either got to give it money, because frankly that's what it needs, or you have to redesign it so you don't need to give it that level of money anymore, but you still get the same product, if not a higher product. And the problem with us is that the conversation has nothing to do with that. The conversation is all about this system doesn't work, but we are unwilling to change the system, but we don't want to give it money.
We want to push our children to higher than we've achieved, so that their families can grow up healthier, stronger, more educated, be able to compete in this global society. That's what we want.
I wasn't able to go to school and finish high school because I had to work in the field and I had to help my parents now. But now today, the kids now have all the opportunity because education is free and it's there for them if they only reach out there and get it.
We cannot let the momentary crisis steal the future of our children, and that's what they're doing.
We're not preparing them for when they leave. They're getting old school knowledge and education, and they're going into a 2K world, right? How are they going to be able to function once they get out there?
Now, this is not just about money. This is about what money can buy if used well. Because we have a huge contrast. A lot of our elected officials like to talk about how we spend more money than other states. Well, we're one of the leaders in the contrast in spending between wealthy and poor districts. In fact, the contrast is $9,000 per pupil between wealthy and poor districts.
Listen, I grew up with a family of 9. In New York City, we grew up on welfare. 9 of us, 3 did not survive the negative aspects of growing up poor, drugs, crime, what have you, and so forth. I give this example. 2 of us graduated from college. And the 2 that graduated from college, my brother has 5 children, and I have 3. Out of the 8 children, 7 out of 8 has graduated from college. I raise that as an example to show you how important education is in higher education.
So it's not actually rocket science. It really is identifying what works, spreading it, helping people get better at it, and then beginning to see the results and know that what you've done by way of improving practice here has produced results there.
We have the right to the government, to the senators, and let them know enough is enough. And we are tired, and they need to do something to help our children because they are hurting out there. And they need to be in school instead of on the street. They need to be in school.
I know that we can fix anything. I believe in the American spirit. I believe as a parent that if parents get involved, their school systems become a better learning experience. So as a taxpayer, as a parent, as an educator, I believe if we band together, we can change this really destructive road that we're on, and our children can have the power to compete in the future economy that faces us all.
Give our children the quality education that they deserve.
All together, we are New York, and we can make the difference.
Get your education and be somebody. Let people know that you are somebody. They might put you down, but let them know I am somebody. I'm going to do better. I'm going to get my education.
You ready to fight for it? You ready to work hard?
This is their grandmother, Mr. Jackson.
Is it grandma?
Yeah.